at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that flag accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Lance. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now that after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Lance. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ready.
They run for the first time with James Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Those defense for the Packers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On second down, Cook. They find some open field here.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Lance now on first down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Romeo Doubs.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Nick Folk for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. When you look at the Saints defense,
they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Dobbs goes in motion. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. Room here to run. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On first down, Lance.
Touchdown, Saints. George Pickens, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Packers 0.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it as a former defender. I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on! Get it together!
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown, Packers. Gerald Everett from 13 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
bearing good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And Lance now to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Lance now on first down. It gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook.
He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. In motion left goes a tight end. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half for Lance. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Lance. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
We got that cheat code offense.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Lance to throw it. Caught. Kelsey, left side. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Second down and a yard. Lance looks to throw again. And this is Cook with a grab. Touchdown, New Orleans. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. On for the extra point is Folk. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
To about the 48-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 76 yards on the ground here for Dobbins. And a first down coming up.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Dobbins running out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready, set.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, group. Ready.
Now they run the toss to Bigsby. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This is 2nd and 8. And Bigsby once more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Ultra. Ultra. Black.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Lance looking to change it up. They'll try the wide side with Cook to the 27-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 8. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Down. Check view.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they